Hi everyone. Today we're going to be taking a look into the 10 kings in Revelation.
And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come, and when he cometh he must continue a short space. And the beast that was, and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7, and goeth into perdition. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords, and King of kings, and they that are with him are called, and chosen, and faithful.
If we take a look at the timeline of these 10 kings, let's take into account 2 Peter 3:8, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. So upon doing some calculations, if there's 24 hours in a day, all you have to do is divide 1,000 by 24, and you'll have your hour. I came up with the number 41.666666, multiple sixes and then 1 7. Estimated at roughly 42 years is how long 1 hour is. That's how long I believe these 10 kings have.
In previous videos we had already torn through the veil of the 2030 agenda. We broke down how the system is intentionally splitting the world into digital hemispheres, between East and West, only to centralize the entire digital network through Israel as the global technological nerve center that will run the main centralized hub on the Third Temple Mount. This isn't a theory, but it's the blueprints of their infrastructure. And once they have the entire globe centralized, the all-seeing AI will be the savior they offer us. But while they tell you the world is decoupling, the truth is that they are actually building a new, unified digital dome. And they are crashing the old economy and the physical infrastructure on purpose, because the people will only accept a digital prison if the old world is too broken to live in. And now, just like clockwork, China isn't just shifting its portfolio, but it has dumped nearly $700 billion in U.S. treasuries, bringing holdings to a 15-year low. Because this is the controlled demolition of the dollar, and as the dollar's gravity fails, the predators are ready to catch us with stable coins and CBDCs, programmable money that can be turned off if you step out of line. The system is burning the bridge behind us in order to force us into a future where the citizens own nothing and have no sovereignty. But remember, they need your participation for this system to breathe, and when they crash the dollar, they expect us to beg for their digital solution. But instead, we see the geometry of their plan, and we know the 2030 finish line is a trap. We don't need their centralized hub, and we don't need their digital currency. The old system is crashing because they are burying it, but that doesn't mean we have to enter their new one. Stay decentralized, and stay resilient, because they can't control what they can't track.
The world might actually be run by demons. At almost every major city, there is symbolism for Lucifer. The United Nations headquarters is located at 666 United Nations Plaza, where there is tons of demonic symbolism such as this end times beast. In the Bible, it says 200 fallen angels descended at Mount Hermon, and the UN just happens to have a base there. The craziest part is that at a city called Astana, a city that's been purposely hidden from us, there's a massive pyramid, much like the one on the money that controls our entire world. And inside this pyramid, there's 200 perfectly aligned chairs. It's almost like the 200 angels that fell have a secret base where they make their plans. At this same city, there is another torch that represents Lucifer. This evil symbolism even stretches to CERN, the government research facility, which has a statue of Shiva, the destroyer of worlds outside of it. Obviously, this is all just speculation, and none of it is proven to be true, but this symbolism is real. This has made many people believe.
And we have to keep this in mind because this is why they killed the president of the United States of America purposely live on TV to traumatize a nation.
Yes.
And to make us not ask questions and traumatize, frankly, the world And then they are the ones that investigated it. This has happened over and over again. I believe it happened
ridiculous.
with the 9/11 Commission. I think we still have to get to the bottom of that. And anyone that is pointing fingers has to understand what they created is much more similar to what Orwell says about the state in 1984. The people that are involved in this supranational architecture that has sustained all the presidents since World War II, really, they don't have an allegiance or alliance to any people, to any religion, to any country, to any flag, to anything. They are power for power's sake because they believe that they are entitled to that power and that they actually own this planet, this world, and that we are just lucky that they let us live here.
What do we need humans for? Or at least, what do we need so many humans for?
Do you have an answer in the book?
At present, the best guess we have is keep them happy with drugs and computer games. The idea of the social credit is to monetize everything, to give value to every single thing you do in life. It has positive potential in some regards. Most people will be willing to give up their privacy in exchange for much better healthcare based on 24 hours monitoring of what's happening inside their bodies. This is the end of human history. Not the end of history, the end of human-dominated history. History will continue with somebody else in control. AI can even write a new Bible. All the other books of the other religions, humans wrote them. But our book, no. It came from some superhuman intelligence. Human rights are just like heaven and like God. It's just a fictional story. Companies like Apple and Google will have tons and tons of data on your body, on your most private affairs and conditions. We humans should get used to the idea that we are no longer mysterious souls. We are now hackable animals. By hacking organisms, elites may gain the power to re-engineer the future of life itself. In order to collaborate on a large scale, you need to convince everybody to believe in the same story. The engine of history is stories. And they don't even need to be true.
We've been told time and time again, those who control the data control the world. Well, I came up with a list of the people that control the data, these great big tech giants. They don't have a kingdom, but yet they act as kings. And they push their technology down our throats. But if you can imagine, these are the very people that are giving the power to the beast, their power. So first we have Elon Musk, second Jeff Bezos, third Bill Gates, fourth Mark Zuckerberg, 5 Jensen Huang, 6 Larry Ellison, 7 Tim Cook, 8 Sundar Pichai, 9 Larry Page, 10 Sam Altman of OpenAI. Each of them are trying to lead the race in AGI. Each of them are pushing their technological views into the world, and they act as kings. So that's who I think are the 10 kings, these people.
This kind of AI capacity is shaping the balance of power between nations and all of our security. One former OpenAI executive said, quote, "We're building portals from which we're genuinely summoning aliens. The portals currently exist in the United States and China, and Sam has added one in the Middle East. It's just like wildly important to get how scary that should be."
I hope someone finds this. The event wasn't just one thing. It was a slow creep. No one said or did anything to stop them. It's our memory they want to wipe out.
This year, 72% of the world is under authoritarian rule.
We're now in a democratic recession, and it's endemic in Europe, in the United States, India, the Philippines.
Minorities silenced, dissenters arrested, social media cooperative.
We are worth more when we are addicted, polarized, and disinformed than if we are living, breathing, free citizens.
Where in New San Francisco have you visited?
If you don't have facts, you can't have truth. Without truth, you can't have trust.
We have faced wars and famines and genocides, but this is bigger than any of that.
This, of course, is not a factual theory. It's my theory and my views on the subject. However, I implore you to do your own research and let me know what you think. Our King Jesus didn't bring us this far to abandon us now. You were called, you were chosen. You were knit together in your mother's wombs, fearfully and wonderfully made. We are called to serve. King Jesus bless you all.
I speak the name of Jesus over you.